I'm Peter Reinhardt on Pizza Box of the Week, and I'm here with Scott Wiener. Thank you all for joining us. And, as always, Scott has some interesting creative box, a story to tell, and it comes from this unlimited collection. It seems like every week it grows. Even since we started doing this, you've received new boxes, so the collection just keeps growing. We're going to try to keep up, and hopefully we'll be on the air long enough to get through all like 1,600 boxes that you have in the collection, which will, if we can live that long, it'll be a fun adventure. So Scott, what do you have for us this week?
Well, today I've got a pizza box that I'd seen online, and then I finally met the people who own the pizzeria. It's in Michigan. Finally got them to send me the box. It's a box that really resonates with the frequency of the whole vibe of their shtick, which is that they are an 80s themed pizzeria, which means that I'm talking about slice of the 80s.
Ooh, oh boy, that is definitely an 80s theme. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about this screams 80s to you? As I know you were in a couple of big 80s bands.
Well, I was not in the bands, but I see some 80s bands big hair.
That's a picture of you. That's what you looked like in 1983.
That was me. Yeah, that was me. Right. I wish I ever had hair like that. Now what else? Well, I get when I see somebody holding up like that, I think of 70s. I think of disco. But what else? Slice of the 80s. Well, I think it's that pose. It's the guitar pose. But what do you see, Scott?
Definitely this pose. Definitely I think this color green in the background. This sort of like bright fluorescent color.
Yeah.
Jagged edges on this thing. Like this looks like somebody with a claw kind of smashed through, and it's got that 80s hairband kind of thing going on.
Now, if he was grabbing his crotch and had that Michael Jackson thing, then I'd say for sure that would be Scream 80s, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a little different, but also the checkerboard thing.
Yeah.
To me, it seems like it's like, you know how the 80s had that 50s throwback vibe?
Yeah.
This has that 50s throwback, but 80s style.
Yeah, it's like Bandstand in the 80s.
Yeah, yeah. And I love the box.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I've never been to this pizzeria.
An unusual color combination, that particular shade of bluish or teal or whatever it is. It's an unusual color.
If it's from the 80s, maybe, yeah, it is teal. Now, when you think of pizza in the 80s, what is that pizza like in your mind's eye?
Basically, chain pizza is what comes to my mind. There weren't a whole lot of it. Well, everyone had their independent pizzerias, obviously, and especially those of you in New York. But nationwide, that was the era of the Pizza Huts and the pizza and the Shakey's and the thin sliced, the bar pizzas. I guess that was when Domino's started to first come on strong. So it was really kind of that I call it pizza Americana.
Totally. And I think the pizzas that they make here are unabashed, heavily laden with ingredients, party time pizza. You want to hold it up in the air like this.
Right.
Celebration. It's youth. It's electricity. I think that's what Slice of the 80s is all about.
So now this place is in Michigan, right? And is this a relatively new pizzeria, or has it been around, or what?
I think it's been around about a decade. They've got two locations, and look at this. They got a large 3-topping pizza for $11.99.
Not bad price. Yeah,
that's pretty.
If it's a large pizza, yeah, that's a good deal.
I mean, look,
does it say where in Michigan?
I don't know where it is in Michigan, but I don't know. Let's call up that phone number.
734. So we'll dial it now.
Yeah, let's call them up.
All right. Want me to do it?
Yeah, we'll call them up right now.
All right, give me that number.
Let's see. 1980. No way. Their number is 728-1980.
That's great.
Okay.
Oh, it's ringing.
We'll find out. We'll get to the bottom of this. Oh, where are you guys located? Where in Michigan are you?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that?
Oh, I'm just wondering, where in Michigan are you located?
Where are we located?
Yeah, like what city are you in?
We're in Westland, and we have another store in Livonia.
Got you. I'm from out of state, but I have your pizza box in my hand, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it. Is your whole pizzeria 1980s themed?
Yeah, we got some movie posters and some toys around, hanging around the lobby. So,
What are the movie posters?
they're just like classic 80s films.
Yeah, but like
Actually,
which?
we have less movie posters now. We have actually, I forgot, we took them all down and we put up a giant mural.
Is it like movie posters like E.T.,
It's like
Rocky?
a Where's Waldo giant
3.
mural on the wall filled with 80s characters.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Listen, I want to thank you so much. I'm not going to have any pizza today. I already had some. Thanks for the answers.
Okay, all right.
All
Have a
right.
good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Now we know.
Awesome. So that was great. Great call. We got to do that more often. I like that.
Put them on the spot. Put them
We
on the
get-
hot seat.
Get to the bottom of it all. Yeah, I was waiting to hear what posters he had. I was already starting to think, what would I put up if I was doing an EC? I was thinking about The Breakfast Club, all those John Hughes movies, and
The Goonies.
The Goonies was then. Of course, E.T. was then. Back to the Future.
You got to have Back to the Future. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I think you're right. I think it was around
Yeah,
late 80s.
Willow.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Remember that
Wow.
movie?
Willow, was that the one with what's her name?
I think Val Kilmer was in it.
Oh, Val Kilmer. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Wow. You got a good memory for those things. Well, Scott, what can I say? We have taken a trip back to the 80s. One of these days we'll get to Michigan and try that pizza. But in the meantime, we've got the box to kind of rekindle those old memories.
Well,
All right. Well, hopefully, we'll be able to kind of like pull ourselves out of the 80s for next week and take a trip somewhere else, either back in the past or back to the future, with Scott Wiener on his Pizza Box of the Week. And all of you who are watching, don't forget to support sliceouthunger.org. And Scott has now been getting pizzas not only to the frontline medical workers, but to homeless shelters and other nonprofits and people in need. So this is growing for you, it sounds like.
yeah, we're doing our best. And really, everything that we do is based on donations we get from people. So if you want to make a donation, please visit sliceouthunger.org. Help us do what we do.
Fantastic. Thank you all, and see you next week on Pizza Box of the Week here on Pizza Quest.